Hey, Milky here, back again with another one. Today we've got an awesome Cerebro 2 deck. I'll be doing the deck breakdown a little bit differently. I'll be overlaying this video on top of the gameplay just to get through it a little bit quickly, but also, have the gameplay there going on in the background. To break down the deck just really quickly, the Cerebro 2 deck we've got has some flavor picks in it, like some disruption early on with Korg and Iceman. We've got Goose in there, which works super well because you're not really playing high cost cards in this deck outside of Blue Marvel, and it really negatively affects what your opponent does. Daredevil, just great to be able to see a turn 5 play ahead of time. Token cards in there like Mr. Sinister and Brood. We've got the big combo that you can either play out early or you can hold until the end of the game, being able to place both Cerebro and Mystique on turn 6. And then we've got other cards which just work well, like Storm and Mr. Fantastic. Storm to get rid of detrimental locations to Cerebro. Mr. Fantastic just stretches good power across the board. And Blue Marvel can round out that and buff everything up to 3 while still keeping the Cerebro buff. This has been the most consistent Cerebro deck for me. It's something that I hated at first. I was a Cerebro hater because it was at the mercy of locations, but I've grown to really like it, and it's actually been very consistent in terms of what it does and how it plays out. So let's go ahead and continue on with the gameplay. We're playing games at infinite rank, so check it out. Daredevil? Do we want to protect our hand with Goose here, maybe? Like we do... Like, do we want to protect this spot with Goose? Because then Enchantress can't come down. It's only Rogue that disrupts Cerebro. Maybe this is better, maybe it's worse. Well, let's go ahead and do it. I think it's okay. Okay, so I think we're going to Blue Marvel here. I'm not. So he's got Devil Dino. I think Blue Marvel is still the best play. We Cerebro. Our other play line is we do like this. And then we just Cerebro on the last turn. We still give ourselves the option of drawing into Mystique. 1 in 2 chance. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Unlucky. We drew a Nightcrawler. So Cerebro is still our play. We don't want to mess anything up with Nightcrawler. We potentially just do this to get rid of the Baxter, which is definitely our best play line. So yeah, I think this is going to be our best play. All right, let's go ahead and do it. I didn't see a Moon Girl. Oh, actually, we can't. My bad. We can't do this because of Cosmo. Always forget about Cosmo. But I guess none of the other locations matter, so this is probably just strictly worse. Because we're already losing Baxter, so we only add 8 here, so only go to 16. Depends on how many cards he plays, I guess. Alright, we get the retreat anyways. Definitely the play was to swap these two. Because we're going after the hub and Asgard here, rather than going after Baxter. TVA, so TVAs are actually pretty good with this deck because of our low curve. Might also be good with his deck too. Hey, that's an awesome blade split. Let's go ahead and give him the eyes for that one. Very cool. All right, on reveal, we just add 8 here, just straight off the bat. Dude, I don't think discard decks run away to do this, to be honest. Oh, we only had 6. I always forget about that. Alright, so you can potentially... This isn't bad. So we've got an option to Storm on the final turn. We want to. We go 6 here. I'd love the Cerebro on the off the top. We got options regardless, I guess. Depends, do we need it? Like, this is gonna get big, right? Got an 8 here. Kind of losing here. This could be a Swordmaster. This is probably a Swordmaster. I think we have to storm this, like, as our play. Okay, that was, this Lady Sif. He's... Maybe we did something real cheeky here. He's discarding like a madman, and then we get the storm. So he would have actually won the game, but we would have won if we played Daredevil here. So think we don't actually need to do this right now. We can play. I guess we want to. This is a tough one. 2 rocks in the deck. This is so weird. Like, it's great if we draw Cerebro. 1 in 4 to draw Cerebro. It's actually probably better to play. Alright, let's just do this. Let's do this. Colleen Wing. Copies of Colleen Wing. So we're going to win this with Blue Marvel. If he doesn't have a way to get in there, we're going to win this one. So I think... What do we want to do here? I guess this is a bit more threatening at the moment. Let's go ahead and do this. I don't know. We'll see. Chavez. Okay, we got Chavez. Like, awkward for both of us. We clearly neither of us drew things that we needed. But I guess, yeah, I had enough cards to get out, and it worked out in the end, definitely flooding the TVA. Right, so we actually played this guy earlier, and we know that he's running a Deathwave deck. So, drop out Nightcrawler. He's got a Killmonger in there, if I remember correctly. He's got... Yeah, it's just, it looks like, it seemed like the last time was a very standard Deathwave deck. Okay, so Negative Zone's very awkward. Not actually awkward for us, but we can't really play in there. It's definitely not ideal for our deck. We might storm it out, so let's go ahead and skip. We can Mr. Fantastic Storm. So I guess he's just got a Killmonger coming for his death. That's fine. Let's do this. We can storm and then maybe a 1-drop if we draw into a 1-drop. We'll see. So he's going to Carnage that. That's kind of fine for us. So I think we'll storm Iceman. We might Blue Marvel Cerebro final turn. I don't know. It is a little bit awkward without having a...
Wind, aid my hand.
Without having other 2-drops on the board. That's fine for us, I guess. So we do that. He's waiting on his Killmonger, which is cool, I guess. Drop to 2 here. Drop to 2 cards here. Is this just better? This gives us 1, 2, 3, 4 after his Killmonger. Plus 4. This gives us more. And helps us win another location. I think we need to do this. So he's going to Killmonger. Guess he goes after that location. Let's go for this. Looks weird. Looks weird, but I'm going to go for it because this actually represents 2, 4, 6. So the Blue Marvel actually would have been very good for him with Leader. We're also assuming that he's got Killmonger, but I think that's a safe assumption to make. Let's move this away anyways. Well, let's actually think about this. Cerebro Mystique is definitely coming out, and we're going here. The worst if he's got a magic, because we add a lot of rocks to our deck. He's got a death, but I don't think his death actually costs 0. No, let's do this. Let's do this. This is the play we've lined up. Death? Okay, we've got him. Guess he didn't have his Killmonger. Guess he didn't have his Killmonger. Very nice, very nice. We would have had it regardless. And the Mr. Sinister is actually fantastic into the leader. The math on it worked out to be better regardless, but yeah, I mean, I love wrecking leaders. Let's go ahead and YOLO Goose out. Looks a bit weird. We'll do it anyway. It's fine. Okay, so I think I'm Mr. Fantastic in mid location here. Probably not anymore. I mean, maybe? Mr. Fantastic adds 8 to either side. We could do Blue Marvel. We can still do Blue Marvel there and not mess anything up. Just trying to think what might be the best here. Alright, this is getting a little awkward. Not gonna lie. We could... Well, you can't get a lot of power in here, so maybe it's better just to... Is it better just to storm this out right now? Let's do it. Let's do it. You can't get a lot of power into the Nexus anyways with Goose there. He might throw out like a Professor X or something. But I mean, even that's not all that bad for us, huh? Let's go ahead and do this. We have Korg, Brood. We don't have any Cerebro. Nothing on the final turn. Brood. This looks like a Cerebro deck too. This is Cerebro 2. This is Cerebro 2. Okay, so what we can do is we can do this. This actually looks half decent. I'm gonna go ahead with this route. It's not perfect if he's got Cerebro, that's for sure. But it's not half bad otherwise. It's not half bad. We might be going after the Nexus here. We'll see. We will see. With no Cerebro in hand, this is always awkward. What could this be? This could be his Cerebro. Is it his Blue Marvel? So without Cerebro, we probably win. We probably lose this, but we do get Cerebro off the top. So does he have Cerebro Mystique? Is my question. And do we beat Cerebro Mystique? Dude, I don't know. This is gonna be close. I don't think we beat Cerebro Mystique because of the Nexus. We beat Cerebro. I don't think we beat Cerebro Mystique. So us being patient there would have worked out with our Mystique, but I mean, it was a 1 in 4 chance. Not ideal. Cerebro and another card we're okay with. Is this Cerebro Mystique? I think there's Cerebro Mystique. Cerebro. Mystique, yeah. We don't beat a Cerebro Mystique here, unfortunately. It was a close one. It was super close. Especially with him moving out Nightcrawler. We just, I mean, we had to play our hand, right? We had to play our hand. It was what we had at the time. But, yeah, he just came over the top of us with that one. It was a close one. Let's go ahead and get out Nightcrawler here. Just drop it out into the right lane. He's got Sunspot. That's cool. Monster Metropolis. Not ideal. It's definitely not ideal with our deck. Let's go ahead and get Mr. Sinister in there. Might be something that we look at Stormy out later on. Jotunheim's not ideal either. But we'll see. We will see. Okay, so we can actually play out our combo here. Should we want to. But I think it's still best to get out Mr. Fantastic at this point in time. Would love Cerebro. Otherwise, we're going down the route of Blue Marvel Mystique at the moment. Still hunting. We are still hunting for that Cerebro. We can always do this. I think this is probably our best bet. We can also do this and just Brood in Jotunheim might be a better... Actually, no, it's not going to get the buff. We might need to Storm that if we get draw a Storm. This is a bit of an awkward turn, huh? Korg. Let's do Korg. Just a negative. Okay, so I think I want to do... Is he going to magic? Like, I really want to do this. 1 in 4. But, like, does the goose just get him here? I think we have to play what we've got in hand. And it's this. We would have got the Sarah off anyways. This is probably a negative Surfer. I don't know. Okay, so Patience, they're really worked out for us. So we'll just do this. I don't know if this is... Oh, wait, we got to do... Oh, wait. You have to do them both here. It's got to be this way because of Dark Dimension. There's no other playline. I mean, the other playline is that we don't double down. We don't do +4 to everything. We just do Cerebro Brood. But I feel like this is almost locked down already. This adds 4. This also adds the same amount to this location. Let's go ahead and do this. We might have won Jotunheim already. I don't know. +6. The Monster Metropolis is awkward because we might just mess everything up with this.
I am Iron Man.
These are 20. Okay, we're not even going to be close in the middle lane. We're hanging on to Dark Dimension here. Hanging on to Dark Dimension here. Oh, wait. Do we... No. We're still under 8. We only go to 7. Wolfsbane. Blue Marvel. Mystique. I think we're there. Are we there? Oh, we just get there in the end with Jotunheim. So him playing Mr. Negative on Jotunheim actually won us the game. All right, that wraps us up for this one. Thanks again for watching. Really hope you enjoyed. Hey, subscribe to the channel, like this video, all that good stuff. And until the next one, I'll see you then.